Hello, everyone. Fashionably late yet again. Thank you for checking in. 07 to everyone in chat. John, you need to sit forward a bit, bud. We're half in you. In fact, John, you're looking quite cozy there, mate. You feeling like quite nice and warm and snug, mate. What's that you got there, mate?
Great, it's Oodie.
It is indeed.
Oodie.
Are you feeling snug? I'm gonna have to move you. Hold on.
Quite
snug.
Yeah. Feel real good.
What's it got on it, Hyperion? What's it got? It's got little details.
Planets and stuff. Stars.
Space.
Oh yeah, space.
That's the irony, isn't it?
Oodie.
That's the irony. We all play starters and you got a space Oodie.
Yeah.
What are they making a Drake Oodie though? That's what we need. But
now I'm upset.
Upset
Origin Oodie, I suppose.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
If anyone hasn't seen, you can drop a exclamation Oodie in the chat.
Yeah. So obviously, big thank you to Oodie for sending over this to Hyperion. As a Oodie enthusiast myself, I mean, not at the moment because it's like nearly 30 degrees here on a daily. But when it's cold in the winter, you probably have seen me rocking mine. I do need to get myself one of them space Oodies though, because they look exquisite. But anyway, hello and welcome to the Quantum Dispatch. Tonight we're just chatting because, like most people, we are now avidly anticipating 3.24 and its release to the wider PTU. But in the interim, what you boys been up to?
Myself have been building my droid army. But that's what I've been doing whilst waiting. I currently have about 45 of them. More coming as well. So yeah, that's been me.
Has that been? Have you been ordering off a Bricklink?
Yes. So I got a little German company that sent me out all the little pieces for the droids. They also sent me out. Didn't even ask for it, but included because I ordered quite a few of them. They sent me out
a Grievous.
I don't know if the camera's gonna go on there, but they sent me out a Grievous. So I'm getting myself all the light kits for it, and I'm gonna have all the lightsabers start glowing. But yeah, I can maybe tie that into Twitch chat as well. So eventually, when that happens, that could be quite fun. But yeah, what about you, Hyperion? What have you been up to?
Struggling with these servers.
Yeah, has it been rough? Is it?
It has been so rough. They're all so laggy and just It had been quite some time since I'd seen the server recovery little banner or whatever, and I've seen it 4 times in the last 3 play sessions. I'm just like,
Why is that though? Like that's usually during like a free fly or something like that, but nothing's happening at the minute, is it?
So part of me wants to think that it's because they're testing, but then the other part of me wants to think that it's because after the free fly with persistent entity streaming, that all the people that were participating in the free fly left the crap all around, and the servers are still trying to render it all. And so, yeah, it's very irritating. Takes you 30 seconds to get out your bed.
And Yosa's already called out that I only wear McLaren merch, and where's the hat? The hat's downstairs. Give me a minute. I'm going to go get it. And on the odd chance that someone from McLaren is watching, oh wow, no, they're probably not going to, but sponsor me, please. Give me free stuff.
I mean, in this light, the hair matches the thing. I think it's just a light because you're not naturally ginger, so. But in the light, I mean, it could be the white balancing. Who knows? What have I been up to? I've taken a little bit of a break away. Managed to get away with the wife last night to watch Hamilton. Not really my sort of thing, but it was good. It was fun. We got to go out and grab dinner and all that sort of good stuff. But outside of that, No Man's Sky. Never played it before, but seen the update. I've got it on PS5 VR. Absolutely incredible. So yeah, I've been Been busy with that. Been busy.
Where did you watch Hamilton on Broadway?
No, we're in Birmingham, so we went to see the touring cast.
Okay, cool. Oh, fair. Yeah, it's one of my favourite musicals.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, literally, Les Mis followed by Hamilton. So yeah,
fair enough.
Very good.
I'm more of a Phantom guy.
Phantom's good, but yeah, it's the comedic value that King George brings to the table.
Yeah, he's brilliant
in Hamilton.
Send a
he's
Italian
yeah, so
show
good.
his love. What before we ask him, what do you think Hyperion's favourite musical would be? Come on, chat, you get involved as well. Like, what do you think it is? You reckon it's like a whimsical musical type of guy, or is he like a serious like Shakespearean play sort of dude? I don't know.
He's serious. He's don't know. Okay. I reckon out of all of them, if it's gonna be Hamilton, but he's a Schuyler. He's from that rich family that look down on people. I get that urge from him. Being an Origin owner, I suppose that's probably the only transferable part.
Hyperion actually hates freaking musicals.
So does One Dark.
Yeah, I hate them with a passion.
Nah, but you've been converted though, surely.
Hot Fuzz is brilliant.
Once you witness a musical, though, you gotta, you love them. You got to. There is no other choice. But Hot Fuzz is good.
Hyperion, you have seen Hot Fuzz, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Good. Everyone needs to. There's one film everyone needs to watch. So yeah, we're just chatting, and that's what we've been up to. So what has chat been up to? I see Kyosa and RIP Kyosa. I've seen your footage via Fatbird. Unlucky brother. And I completely back what you're saying about I don't think you will get private servers to do low fly, but yeah, there's definitely some kind of elevation stuff going on there. That's hopefully that comes back for you soon. And what musicals, what plays are you guys into? Lay it on us.
I saw the picture that Kyosa put up on X today, and I think a herald snuck in there. I was very, very happy when I saw a herald come across my Twitter feed, X feed. Sorry.
Tell you what.
Yeah.
There is one thing that I kind of glossed over that I completely forgot. Is before we went for the musical, we ended up at this place called the Sandbox VR in Birmingham. There's a couple of them in the UK. I don't know if you have them over there. Now they do have, this is their website, and it's a whole VR experience. You've got a massive room and you've got like wireless headsets, so you're on the fly. But they do have this Star Trek Discovery. Definitely something I think you'd be interested in, Hyperion. To the point I'm thinking, well, should we not try and get, well, at least the UK lot is getting an experience going. There is actually an experience I was talking about earlier. I can't remember what it's called now. Where it's like you go in as a whole like Star Trek style bridge, and you can. It's more like an escape room, but in space, in that sort of environment. I'm gonna try and find that, but yeah, that'd be quite cool. Would you be up for that?
Yeah, it would be actually. It was unfortunate that I never got a chance to make it to Star Trek: The Experience while it was still up in Las Vegas.
They are missing something that could be done with that. If they got the rights, they could just turn like the zombie hordes ones. They can turn them into Vandal, and you can have a little Star Citizen, endless Vandal like FPS. And we can just do like a bar VR Citizen.
Bar VR.
Bar VR.
Found it. Bridge Command, a live interactive experience now open in London.
That's pretty cool.
And it is all like Origin style interior. I need pictures.
You'll love it. Stop it.
I mean, look, you'd love to sit in that chair, wouldn't you? I mean, this chair was meant for you. Center of the room, commander, center of attention. There you go. That's your chair right there, my friend.
Center of attention today.
I don't know where I'd be. I'd probably be somewhere at the front here. Kyosa would be up here as well, doing low fly. You can sit back here. In fact, no, you can sit there at the back of the room, CJ. You can be the guy that makes the tea for the guy that makes the coffee.
I'll make a good cup of tea, so we're all good. I'll do that.
You get
And
dressed up
Kyoso
as
would be
well.
sitting in the corner doing low fly. He would just have been like smashed up in the corner.
Oh no, it's not just sat in the corner up front. This is all the bridge at this end. When the bridge, so all the pilot
Right.
controls. Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah,
think
but
you've got
Kyoso ain't flying.
there's engineering to do in there as well. So get amongst it.
Yeah, fair.
Is there any more pictures, or is that it? No, that's all there is. And that's a little bar as well. So yeah, this sandbox VR as well. They've also got this like robot that makes the drinks, pushes all the drinks up, like the cups, and then does the whole thing. And it does a mixing. Instead of it going, it will actually do like a. But the arm does this weird sort of like.
What? No.
There's some swaz on it there.
Yeah.
That's a bit.
No.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Don't do that again. That wasn't cool. You're muted, I think.
I was muted. Very good spot. Yeah, I was doing the whole like Chris Roberts version 2.0.
Oh.
Got the video. I don't know. Is it better to show it like just to the camera? There's 2 robot arms. As you can see, they make the drink. I don't know, think about would you pay these people? Telegram. Awful stuff. Yeah, gets the ice cubes, gets more liqueur.
Oh, is that all the drinks hanging from the ceiling? There?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and there's
cool.
like laser measures on them. See, there you go. There's the thing doing its thing.
No.
But
No.
some swaz on it. Fair. That's pretty cool.
But yeah, all sorts of like themed drinks. Comes down, it's like, well, how do you mix the two? Well, easy. Let's just do this. Didn't the waste a drop?
Yeah, it's like strawberry milk.
That goes in for. And there you go, served. So brilliant.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty sweet. I mean, I wonder if we're going to get that in what is it, bar 47? I think. What's the bar in Grim? You've got people working in there at the minute. Why don't we start getting some robots working?
There ain't even people in there serving drinks, so.
There's a bar in Grim. Actually, I think I count on one hand how many times I've gone there because
Yeah, there's a bar in Grim. Mine one patch I literally spent probably a good 2 hours running around the bar picking up all the drinks that the NPCs drop because they're in fancy like cocktail glasses and stuff like that. It was for one of the events we were doing where we were hosting. So I grabbed all the fancy glasses so I could use them to host. Yeah.
Okay, so I did a bit more.
Did you get tetanus or something?
I did a bit more of a deep dive on the Bridge Command website, and they've got 9 individual roles that are open to them. So you'd be a helm officer, the comms op, weapons radar, navigation, damage control, so you're engineering, power management, first officer, and captain. Just imagine this. Oh, the captain's down. Like, notionally, first officer take over and throwing different scenarios at you. It's pretty cool. But like skills that you should be good at for it: decisiveness, leadership, confidence, listening. I reckon that'd be a class day out.
I reckon that would be. Yeah, fair. Sounds pretty cool. I mean, I was never a Trekkie fan, so.
No, me neither.
No.
Me neither.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we did Bar Citizen London, then we could put together groups of 9 to go forward and do these activities. That'd definitely be a good talking point.
And the best team gets a ship from CIG.
I mean, we can ask them. Give shit.
Yeah, they won't endorse a Star Trek event, though, will they?
So individual tickets.
But yeah, fair.
How much you reckon they are?
So I mean, probably what, like 120 a person?
You reckon? So that's pretty expensive.
It's London though, so everything's expensive.
The missions last an hour and 45 minutes. You can have up to 14 participants.
Oh, is it paid for by the group or?
Yeah, by the group.
Okay,
this is for
so
like a private event.
Yeah. So they do it with the Crystal Maze as well. They've got Crystal Maze London, and and like stuff like that will be like it'll be up to like 14 people. I think it's very similar, and it'll cost you like $1,000 to do it.
Okay, so if you had 14 people, it would cost you.
And you worked it out.
£46.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad
so...
for an hour and a half. We paid 45 just for half an hour. We went and did like Squid Games, so that was quite cool.
Yeah, fair.
There's not many questions from chat coming. Come on, talk to us. CIG related questions. Let's go.
When are we getting the Nautilus?
Nautilus when?
The Nautilus Genesis when?
Gib ship now.
Gib.
You give now.
The gibboning. You give now.
Kiosa, the low flying Zeus is getting promising at 4.0.
Oh, the one they accidentally showed off.
Oh, they've changed it to tentative on the tracker now for the CL and the ES, I believe.
Yeah.
Are the tentative ones.
But then there's the other version, isn't there? The ST. That was like it was.
There?
Yeah, it was. Do you not know about this? So
No.
the Zeus ST was in the promo work they put up on the site, and everyone sort of like glossed over it. It was up for like half an hour, and then they changed it just to the 3, so the ES, the CL, and the MR, and they removed the ST one. But it was not before people took pictures of it, had it up in their streams and everything. So yeah, it's out there. It's coming.
It's out there.
It's coming at some point. But
so it was one of those CIG building. It's one of those leaks that they intentionally did.
Yeah. Well, say
fair.
intentionally, unintentionally.
Yeah, intentionally, unintentionally. They knew what they were doing.
Let me see if I can find the image of it.
Yeah, because I'd like to see that. Because that actually brings me hope now, because there's going to be another one. That means they're going to release a pack for it, aren't they? They're going to be a quad pack. And if they bring out a quad pack, it'll have LTI.
This is true.
Sure.
So, yeah. Oh, interesting.
We'll try and find
What else have I missed then?
I'm not sure. I mean, if I remember rightly, you were there when it was all in stream.
Yeah, probably. I probably just won't pay attention, as per usual.
I can't find the image of it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's fine. I'm assuming it'll pop up on Reddit at some point. But has there been any news on 0.24?
No, there hasn't. Not yet. Okay.
No. I've seen there's been Evo builds going out.
Right.
But I don't know.
So this was the image that was put out. So as you can see, you've got the CL.
So the MR, CL, and the ES. Yeah.
But then you see this one. Look, the very distinctive wingtips that fold in. The suggestion is that this is a racing variant. But, I mean, it's a bit big for a racing variant.
Yeah. You seen, do you know the ship shadow in the sitcom video? The size of what we're predicting to be the Zeus, it won't be a racing variant.
Well, they're saying it's more like an endurance version. But be interesting to see.
Maybe like a data runner, like a MSR, like long distance, high speed kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool. Well, hopefully that comes at 4.0 as a sneaky ship. Or if it hasn't actually got any physical gameplay, if it is like a data runner or a racer, we might see it sooner. If it's not got gameplay around it. Like the MSR was released, but it has no gameplay. So, yeah, I don't know.
The MSR. I mean, there's a lot you can do. It's actually one of my favourite ships to go sort of like rock mining in, just when I'm on my own. Yeah, because the
most impressive part of the MSR is playing chess. Let's be real.
I do think that should be customized, so you can't just know which piece to pick up and put where. There should be like a level of customization where that little trick is involved. I tell you what, one thing I do want before we go to sort of like exploration, where we're going to be having crew live on ships, is the ability to store stuff or like privately. So when people go into their individual habs, I mean, say for instance, like the Corsair or the 890 have got their own individual little habs, haven't they, for where people are going to live, like their own bunks. Is the ability to have like a locker in there. Anyone can go into the room or out of the room, but the locker is coded, so you can put like your special. You've been out around the verse, you've come across some good stuff, and you think, yeah, my crewmates might want this when I'm like not online. But you put it in your locker, and then you can even say to people, yeah, my code's 1234. Yeah, cool. You can use it, but don't give my code out to anyone else. So they can go and grab your kit and they can use it, but yeah, no one else can.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, that wouldn't be too difficult. It'd literally just be like a locked.
Yeah. But say,
like a locked locker, wouldn't it? Like,
yeah. Say, for instance, you're not online for a week, then the code is reset. Like, it has to be accessed within 7 days. Right, what's this kitten said? I agree with what Salty said that they're going to drop the new patch last second when they can't wait any longer. It's going to come out partially scuffed. Sounds like something he would say. So, you think they're going to wait? I think, they've said that there's something secretive in there. I mean, I theorycraft for ages on what that's going to be. Like, whether it's going to be that 3.24 is secretly 4.0. It's possible. I mean, Pyro was tested. The jump points have been tested. It could be that they're swapping static server meshing for dynamic. I don't know. There's so many facets to that where you could go with it. Each is possible.
Yeah, but if that was being tested in Evocati though, regardless of NDAs, it would still come out. There's no way they're going to hide that.
What I'm saying is that's already been tested. So Pyro has been tested. The jump point has been tested individually. If it's compartmentalized into sort of containers, imagine it, they just put with containers together. But static server mesh, probably not. I reckon they could be like, yeah, poof, dynamic, here we go.
Yeah, it could be interesting, I suppose. They have mentioned customized habs in the last, I think it was the IS. I can't remember the last season live. No, IC when they're talking about cargo, and they mentioned customizable habs, and I've not seen anything on that yet. So unless they because it's the same principle as the hangar, realistically, isn't it? You can just put decorations down and they'll come back whenever you go back to a hab. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm not going to hold my breath for anything.
No, me neither. But I'm just excited to get everyone back. I don't get it with people. So you're given a sandbox game where they can do anything they want, almost to the point where there's almost endless possibilities, even within just Stanton. And people seem to need the hand holding, going, oh, here's some new immersive gameplay. Or you have Elliot Maltby and his mission design team coming out and going, oh, here's a specific mission, go play it. Like, then people come back on server to do it because they get reward either through the FOMO of missing out or just, oh, there's something new for me to do. But then they don't log back in. And we see it all the time. There's like a degradation of the numbers coming on to the Discord server to play compared to when the new patch drops. And it's disappointing, man, because I think like some of the best times we've had is outside of that, where you go, right, okay, we're going to make our own fun. They put JT in, yeah, cool, we're going to do Jump Town, and it was busy, and now it like hardly anyone shows up, but there's still so much to do, and different ways to assault JT and take it over and defend it and really come out. I was talking with one guy on the page. He was like, oh, let me see your fleet. I put mine up. He goes, oh, you're away. I was like, well, no. And he's like, oh, well, I bet you haven't got enough people to man. I think it was a Coziest. I was like, dude, if we've got enough people to man this, of course we've got enough people to man that. Like, you're mad. Like, this is what all gameplay is. Well, what do you do? So I explained it. He goes, well, you make up your own stuff. I was like, yeah. What do you do? He goes, oh, it's cringe making their own stuff up.
Yeah.
Like, are you mad? Like, and all of this for 45, just come in, $45. You don't need to buy all the ships. All the useful ones are available in game. I'm going a bit of a rant here, aren't I? But like that guy.
No, but that's it though.
Come on,
IQ. The biggest argument is, it's pay to play. Bro, it ain't. Some of the most interesting things I've done in this game haven't even been in a ship. Like some of the coolest things, been a turret gunner or something like that, or just spectating Jump Town. Some of the coolest things I've seen weren't even ship related. So all you need is a game package. And I mean, if you just want to make the game a little bit easier, yeah, buy yourself a different ship. But yeah, I hate when people live on that argument that it's a pay to play game.
Yeah.
But I mean, end of the day, it's more of a skill issue, I think, for most people.
Yeah, completely.
But yeah. So, but why is he saying Origin 900?
Why not?
Why?
It was the next level. So like Axe is saying, oh, it says as long as being as quiet as they've been about CitizenCon, nothing would. I don't know, when they mentioned CitizenCon like a month afterwards, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we've already outdone this year's CitizenCon. Look forward to next CitizenCon." I was like, as long as you're not gatekeeping stuff just to show at the expo. But
That's exactly what they're doing. That's what
from
they do
what
every year.
from what they're saying, this is going to be incredible. But they're just like dropping breadcrumbs of excitement. But every single person that I've met, like at each level of the company, is all excited.
Do you think that they're not gatekeeping and holding back information specifically for the CitizenCon?
I think, of course, they're going to be, because otherwise they'd be like, you already know what's coming out. Enjoy it. Like, they need to have something to show. Exactly. I get it, but I mean,
so they're going to do that.
I probably wouldn't have told people 11 months like to go. I'd probably just been like, yeah, it's cool. There's some stuff we're working on. Hopefully it'll come to fruition. Then like 3 months before, it's like, you know, hyping, let's go. Like, we sold the tickets, we've outdone last year's CitizenCon, let's go.
Yeah.
But right, I'm going to catch up on chat here. No more year of Pyro. Nick's system, please. Is that because of Levski? Levski's in Nick's, isn't it? No, it's one station I missed out on, but I've seen the gameplay from it, and it's, well, I've seen the walk around, and it looks really exciting. But yeah, looking for that variation of locations to visit. And I've just got a feeling that we're not just going to see Pyro come. We're going to see, because we've got 3 jump systems, I reckon they're just going to be like, here you go. But that is Copium speaking.
It is.
But we'll see. See, I'm just emailing myself something I meant to bring up a few weeks ago that I found this morning. Let's go. Once it wants to come through.
Right.
Oh, here we are.
Right. Yeah, so I couldn't find my McLaren hat, but I've got my Monaco Grand Prix hat, so it's a middle ground.
Right.
Oh.
Let me bring this up. Oh, work for me. It's not working.
Now.
Now.
Right, okay. I don't know how many of you have seen this, but this is the jump point. Someone kindly put it into sort of like London Underground line map-ism.
Yeah.
Can I zoom on this? Yeah, cool. So you see standing with its 3 jump points, to Magnus, Pyro, and Terra. First of all, Terra, really cool. Looking forward to what they do with like Earth on there. But look at Pyro, and immediately like, oh, 4 jump points. But you realise this is another 2 here. So you're looking at 6 jump points just within Pyro to other systems. It's just, I mean, just look at the size of this map. Like, and when you go and visit,
the main one being Nick's though. Oh, I always get Levski back.
Yeah, we've just been talking about that. But
right.
You went to go and get your hat.
Yeah.
But isn't there...
And a drink, and shut the doors.
If I'm correct, there's a star system that's missing from this map. One that's just on its own. One where...
Oritani?
It might be. I can't remember the name
where
of it.
Where the jump point collapsed?
Correct.
Yeah, it's Oritani.
What's the law behind that though? Now are they like completely separated?
Yeah, it's just completely just
the jump point spontaneously collapsed and they got cut off from everybody else.
Could you imagine if part of an event they reopen that jump point and you can travel there, and then they give you a shout when, like, they let you know, oh, the jump point's becoming unstable, come back, and if you don't make it back by a certain time, your character's lost.
Oh yeah,
but
that
stuck in that point. Great. That would be pretty cool.
I can't count. It's 7, including Kano. Thank you for pointing out, Axis. But can you imagine if it was like they did have that happen, like say, like for an event they reopened or someone rediscovered a. Can you imagine if they had an event, a dynamic event, just waiting to pop? Someone comes out in their Cutter Rambler and just pings, and oh, but they found this. What's it called? Not you know, the ones that were transient. They found this transient gateway that went off to this star system, and that kicked off the event, and then everything was ready to go. They found it, they've entered it, everything comes up on the website. You know, so and so's found this system.
Yeah.
Start the event. Let's go. Can you imagine how people would be like, wait, what? Like, I need to get home. I need to go and find this star system. I need to get into it. But then, say,
I think that we could quite easily do that though.
what if you are still there when the event ends, and you are prisoner to that for a couple of weeks before another one opens, or you know that there's a transit one, you move there as an org, and it closes, and you're there, and you could go from, say, like there was a transient one that happens from, say, like Stanson all the way to Oberon over here, and then you've got to navigate your way back. Like, you know, you missed the org caravan on the way back, and you are stuck, and you've got to find your way back. You can't just backspace; it doesn't work. That's one thing I would like to see.
There's a dynamic event in there was Elite Dangerous years and years and years ago. There was a dynamic event where there was a station that you could land at, but that station was making a intergalactic travel, and it was basically, you know, Elite is basically the Milky Way, like how it's laid out, like, and it went from one side to the other. And if you was on that station when it made that jump, and then you went on the next day and you wanted to go back to like your neighbor and back to Seoul, you're spending, like in Elite as well, you're spending like a month, like actual IRL 1 month pure traveling just to get back.
Is that like 1 month of actual game time, or 1 month of a couple of hours a night?
No, like spending a few hours a night for like a month. One of my friends did Sagatarus back to Seoul, and he did a couple of hours a day for about 3 months, and he went on an exploration trip. But if you went direct trying to get, was that what it was, Axis? Because if that was, yeah, I remember that, and I was around for that, and I didn't want to go on it because I was like, I ain't screwing myself over here, because it's gonna literally go across the other side of the system, and I was like, you're never getting back. But yeah, that diet style dynamic event would be cool.
But yeah, if you get that, you know, temporary jump point all the way across the system, and then, like you say, like it closes, and you've got to use the permanent jump gates to get back, or hope for another transient one which helps you, or are they going to be like transient, enter it and find out, like fuck around and find out, like where are you going to end up? So you enter it.
I think that's what it's going to be, though.
And just end up.
I don't think you're going to be able to. You're not going to be able to scan it and be like, oh, this transient gate goes to Pyro. Like, you're going to look at it, and I think it's going to be like it's in the rough direction of Pyro, but it might skip Pyro and drop you out in Nyx or something like that. But God forbid it drops you out in a system that has like no way of refueling, like an uncharted system, and then you don't have enough like quantum fuel. That could be quite interesting. Just drop you out in the middle of nowhere, and then you've got to get I can't remember. Don't know if there is one in Star. Is the Fuel Rats, was that Star Citizen Org, or is that Elite Dangerous Org? I can't remember.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Elite Dangerous.
Elite Dangerous, yeah. It's basically an org that were on call permanently to recover you if you were to ever run out of fuel. There's going to be those like Starfarer Geminis set up now, ready to just travel and give people quantum fuel, because people are going to be stupid. Fuel Rats, yeah. And they're just going to do that now to refuel people. That could be quite. There's so many possibilities.
Yeah. But I don't
imagine
think
you pick up like a hefty crime stat.
I know this would be obviously what they want to aim for, but once these are all up and running, holy hell, that's going to be incredible for a start. But how many other star systems are they going to add after that? And would we get the opportunity to name them, like No Man's Sky?
Well, they've already said though, haven't they? What is it? Hyperion? No, it's like 86 or something systems. There's a number, and they've already said that they'll but they've already said they will never have any more. That's it.
Oh.
So the systems that are there are the only ones that we'll have.
Yeah, I think it was the initial 100.
Yeah,
right? But
there is a number.
Any more than that,
unless they do something as part of an event where, like you say, they made basically a whole system that would appear for a set amount of time. and then like after that gate's closed, it was never to be found again, kind of thing. Would be quite nice. But I mean, this is like hardcore theory crafting. Like we just hold on a minute. Let's just get Pyro. You know, like let's just get
second
Pyro.
that. I second that motion.
Yeah. It's all good and well theory crafted. At the minute, we need to theory craft when Pyro's happening.
Yeah.
That's the biggest question. Is it next week, or is it next year?
So we had the limited
this year,
playtest,
but-
didn't we? Of was it 60% of Pyro, maybe less?
Yeah.
Let's just see what happens.
But yeah, that's it. Are they going to drop like everything on us though? Do you think all these systems will be implemented? No. But I mean, I'm a pessimistic kind of person. I hope they will.
No, of course they're going to be. They've pledged to this. This will happen. When it will happen is a different case in time. But I mean, what they're doing, they're getting.
Am I going to be able?
Yeah, of course.
Am I going to be able to travel to all these systems, or will my son? Is probably the varying factors here. Will my son's son be able to get to all of these systems? But yeah.
Either way, it's cool.
Pretty cool.
We're here. We started it. We pioneered it. You know, people that went to America first and founded it from the UK was like, we go in there, we'll set something up. Are we going to see the boom? No, but they'll work towards it, and that's gonna be us. That's gonna be our exploration. Can you imagine if there's unclaimed systems out there like Tyrol, Tyrannus, and Pyro? We know is like unclaimed. It's just lawless. But dynamically, do you think these are gonna change hands? Are there going to be like in-game events where there's like wars between, say, the Xian and the Banu, where you're going to see some of these colors change on these systems and the dynamicism of those ecosystems change? I mean, you got Microtech, the result of a what's it called? The process changing planets.
Terraforming.
Yeah, terraforming accident. So you're going to see like the result of war, what weapons they're going to use, weapons we probably don't have now. There's a lot that could happen.
It'd be, imagine how if they do it like how and the name of the game eludes me, but the one where you're against mechs or automatons and then aliens, the game they released the other year that they tried to link your account with Sony.
6 months ago.
I don't know what it was. What was it called?
Helldivers.
Helldivers, that's the one. Yeah. And do you know how they encroach? So like they take over planets, and then you have to fight them to push them back. Hold the line, but we've got to move that line towards where they come from. That'd be quite cool if we see like the Vandals start spreading, and we have to like hit them back. But one thing I don't like is on that little graph you said though, the Vandal systems are inaccessible. I don't like that.
Oh, it does.
Because I want to. Yeah.
Well,
how is that
a thing?
Those Vandal territories and at night. Well, it might be the Vandal ships. Maybe I don't know. It says inaccessible though, unless it's like a capital class Vandal, like the Kingship, for example, might have a quantum jump that can make that jump, but nothing else in a UEE can or something.
Or the UEE is specifically prohibiting people from going that direction.
Yeah.
And don't provoke Vandal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It could. It depends. What's the system before a UEE one though? A Vandal one.
It's right. Nyx is connected, so you've got Nyx that reaches out to Virgil.
Yeah. So, but like for example, you've got is it Null and Oberon? They're unclaimed. So surely the UEE doesn't have authority to say you can't go to the Vandal places if it's unclaimed.
Sure. There's one thing this map doesn't show or doesn't represent is, although Nyx can travel to Virgil, can Nyx also travel to Vega? Because they're both here on the same line, but they're not connected directly. They both branch up. But there is
a way to check.
Is there? Because I would say there's nowhere via this map that shows. There's nothing that's like. There's no like T junctions, should we say? There's just Y junctions.
Yeah, and how would you select that? Like, if you're jumping into is it going to be one wormhole that will it spit you out in one place or the other place? 50-50 chance. You don't know. or we know that we can fly through the wormhole, jump hole, jump gates, jump orifices, and we can manually pilot through them. And do you know when they see the obstruction, does the tunnel split? And we go left for one place and right for Virgil. So many unknowns, so many theory crafting. But if you haven't seen the Arc Star map, though, would 100% recommend going through that because it tells you what systems are linked. Directly. And whilst you chat about something else, what was the question? Was it Virgil?
Can you travel?
What was the other?
Can you travel to Vega as well as Virgil from that one jump point? I don't think we're going to have an answer on that. That's an answer they probably haven't even come up with themselves yet.
Yeah, no, 100%.
All
but
the
I'm
lore
going to work it out.
I can never find the map.
What was the second one? Sorry, it was Virgil. Is it Tiber or Vega? Vega, where you can jump from Virgil to Vega. And then you can jump from Nyx to... No, you cannot jump to Vega from Nyx.
I would show this, but it's completely unsized for what I need. It wants to,
and it's also probably not going to maintain what it is.
Do it like this. Shout when you see it on that. So there's there. Hyperion, Nemo.
There's no way we can see that anyway.
Is it not? There's Pyro there. So
you can actually go on the systems and then click on the jump gates, and it takes you there.
Checkmate station. Try and find them first. Pyro to Ozone. Yeah, Pyro to Nyx.
Yeah, it's interesting though. Like, actually, you could probably spend quite a lot of time on the Arc Star map itself.
Yeah, I've done
it's
it.
Literally, you just find like a random station.
That's cool.
System.
That's cool. I've never seen that before on the star map.
What, the animation?
Yeah, that was dope. Okay, so we got Nyx to Pyro, Nyx to Odin, Nyx to Castra, Nyx to Tohill.
There was a system on your little graphic that interests me. It was Vanguard. I don't think I'd ever heard that mentioned before.
Vanguard is
what system?
Yeah, it was Vanguard.
Yeah. There's a system called Idris as well.
No, I had never heard of that system. Like even digging through lore and stuff, I never hear about anything about the Vanguard system.
Oh, right, yeah.
There's a search function on the Arc Star map as well.
There's loads of like repeated names. Like you got Orion, obviously. You got like Vulture. They're all like named after. Well, not named after the ships. Obviously, the ships are probably going to be an ode to some of them. But there's a lot of like repeated things you see. Like, yeah, it's pretty cool.
So apparently, there's nothing here.
But I mean,
it also says UE military classified.
It says what?
It also says at the top it's how do I exit out this?
Yeah, UE military classified.
Yeah, at the top.
So there's something there, just don't know what.
Well, they may not have actually been able to see it. If they've never actually gone, then how do they know it's there, I suppose? They've left a lot to play with.
Yeah, they can grow, they can expand, they can do lots of this. They can do lots with this game. Yeah. And I'm here for it.
And like I said, it's not even going to be me that's going to see this game in the long run. So, I mean...
So what ship are you buying your son?
Get Pyro.
What ship are you leaving him?
Well, my account. So, if I'm allowed.
You are leaving him Drake.
Yeah. No, I've got my Genesis Starliner. I've got the Nautilus. Got the Orion. Got loads of ships in there that he can use.
Mm.
Some solid ships, and then obviously a lot of Drake ships. But yeah, even the Ironclad, because that'll be in game hopefully by the time he's playing.
Yeah.
But he's also got his own account anyway, just in case he wants to play on a new one, with no ships. Oh, he's got referral ship, but
Because you referred him yourself. Brilliant.
I've referred him. Yeah.
Nice.
But no, yeah. So obviously we've had a lot of news come out then with like the ISC and Star Citizen Live recently. What's been like the most like key takeaway thing that you've picked up?
People getting excited over asteroid bases.
Yeah, that's one of the things I'm getting excited over as well. Are they going to be like little mini Grims though? That's all it's going to be, isn't it? It's just Grim Hacks, just a small version.
Yeah.
Or maybe even actually a full size version. You might start seeing actual asteroid stations potentially.
Where would you be, Hyperion? Where would you choose? Chips.
What do you mean? I mean, what?
Would
Yeah,
you choose
ships.
a planetary, moon, asteroid, like space station-esque sort of like? Where would you choose your heart of your fleet to be? Oh, muted.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
A planet more than likely, just because I don't know. I like the whole centralized thing, right? But to answer CJ's question, I think I'm mostly interested in seeing how the game changes as they start implementing all these things, because as they start implementing all these things, it changes the culture, right? It changes how people do things and the way people do things, right? I think the biggest thing is going to be obviously the introduction of pyro. That's gonna lead to a very interesting paradigm shift, and then with cargo and all that kind of good stuff. So the way that people start playing, I think, is going to be more interesting. People will stop doing the whole grind thing. Well, people will still grind because that's the nature of a sandbox. But you know what I mean? Like, people will stop. I think emerging gameplay will become a lot more common.
Yeah, I mean, going back to the question beforehand, like where are you going to be? I think actually the reason why they're doing asteroid bases now, I know they're going to be in the works for ages, but we have ground bases, right? We have like the little jump town state, like little buildings and stuff like that. Now they're going into the realms of asteroid bases. I think that's going to be a precursor for base building in space. I think they're now working on the modular tech. I can't remember what the system was that they used to modularly generate buildings. Now there's an actual like rendering technology they invented.
Apollo.
And I think now that they've got that tech working, they're potentially looking at asteroid bases and stuff like that, which is now going to be the gateway to base building in space. Potentially like using asteroids and building off of those asteroids in space as a base, like using land claims. Because you've got land claim bases of like 8x8. Imagine like an 8x8x8 land claim now. You occupy an area of space. Be quite cool. That's what I would want. I'd be in Aaron Taylor.
Do you feel that we will see a whole new type of base building ship for an asteroid? Like, imagine sort of like a big sort of ring that just, builds, sends it over the asteroid as it comes, does its thing with sound effects. That would be huge.
I mean, we could. It could be like a. I'm trying to think. What's the space phenomenon now where you build around the sun and you build rings around
Dyson
it?
sphere.
Yeah. So imagine if there's like it'll be similar to that where it's like go around. You can build this thing around it, and then you can build in that area kind of thing. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't think we'll see another ship specifically for it. considering.
I disagree. I think we could, because that's the sort of ship that could, if you had the blueprints, print stuff like an Idris, like a Javelin, or more.
True, like a dry docks in space kind of thing. Maybe
it could be though. Here's a ship. It does a small asteroid, and here's one does medium and a large asteroid. Anything bigger, you just can't make that sort of base, and you'll need something like a lander system. So.
Yeah. I can imagine the Pioneer could probably already similarly do something like that, because it's got like the top part of it that kind of opens out. If there's an asteroid that's small enough that you could like go around, maybe it might do it. Maybe the Pioneer might be the small variant of an asteroid base builder. Because I mean, building an asteroid field is going to be inherently a lot safer than building on the ground somewhere, isn't it? I think. I don't know, actually.
I imagine building on the planet would be safer.
Yeah, there's a lot of uncharted territory on the planet. But then you've got to think, as soon as they add in Pyro, as soon as they add in Nyx, Terra, Magnus, all of those places, they've all got places where you can build. Like, how many times have you stumbled across the same cave in Stanton? On Yella, for example. Like, how many times have you flown past a canyon on Yella that you've flown past a couple of times? Because you don't, do you? You jump from gate to gate.
Oh, there's plenty of places in the verse where no one has stepped foot. Absolutely. And I know that there's supposed to be a Pico cave, but no one seems to know where or if it even exists.
It's one of those where it probably doesn't even exist. Chris Roberts probably just said it on an interview somewhere, and now everyone's just like, "Oh, it's gospel, it's law, it's in the game," and he's just probably laughing. Or it's buggy as fuck, where the cave entrance has probably got some sort of like graphic over it that you can't see anyway. But like flying around in Hurston now, how many times, like, there's so many islands in Hurston that don't have OM points that you can travel to. So like, there's so many places you would never have been there before.
Right, so.
But then deep space. Oh. Yeah.
Right, that troubles me. We need to find that.
But how long's that been there?
Let's have a look. That is 2 years ago.
So no one's found it in 2 years.
Bioluminescence. Does that make a difference? Or is this
potentially?
There's not much you can tell from a cave.
No. But they're working on it. They're working on obviously a lot of cave stuff. We've seen on a lot of sneak peeks and things like that. So
can you imagine if like you've got this exclusive Pico for finding that cave? I'd quite like to see the Sea of Thieves approach, where it's like you're in the tavern and around the world, and there's name plaques for certain players that did a certain amount of bananas eaten in the beta testing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was after some of those myself when I was testing. But it'd be like, call it the Enigma Cave because it was one Dark Enigma that found it, or like get a way to put your name into the game that's associated with something awesome and cool. I also want a Pico helmet for fun. Cosplay. They should do more like dress ups. I mean, you've got the Vandal mask, haven't you, and the Halloween masks. But yeah, some full.
Oh yeah, the Finsbury.
Come as the Starkin.
Finsbury Bear. Fair. Pass. I'm going to come as my my character that I made in the character customizer at CitizenCon, and I'm regretting saying I will do it, but I will do it. Find the secret room in New Babbage.
Oh yes, yeah, I've seen this. So basically, you have to clip in through the building. I think it's like through kind of near one of the hangar entrances, and you can find the secret room. And there is a lift at the back, if I remember rightly, and then it's like a little, little front of desk, back of house reception area. But that front of house looks over one of the landing pads or something.
Oh, fair. It's pretty cool.
I just want them to make it to where you can stop at some of these buildings and go up to the elevators up top. You know the elevators that are on the roofs on the roofs of art court buildings and new Babbage buildings.
Oh,
And
yeah.
and I want to be able to land on top of the Hurston building.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. And then snipe people.
Yes.
Yeah.
You feel a bit cozy in that, are you, Hyperion? I've seen a couple of yawns. Feel like cozy enough to like just order takeout, just chill. I mean, I know. I've got some North Face slippers that I unapologetically wear with that in the winter, and I am comfy. 07 Chong, welcome to the stream. You get to see Hyperion looking all cozy tonight, mate.
I need to get myself one of those space Oodies.
Mm-hmm. Obviously not yet because
it does look pretty comfy.
But
yeah, when it gets to winter, Oodie, hit me up. There's some Borderkin kid in chat kicking off.
07 Borderkin. Oh yeah, didn't see you there, mate. Hello. Good evening. We are talking about things. We're talking about the systems coming to the game and jump points and where they're going to take us, and also about the Pico Cave that no one has found. Good evening, Magnus. Welcome.
Yeah, been some heavy theory crafting tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, what do you reckon? Then, quick guess. When's 0.24 coming out?
What do you mean coming out? You mean going live or going to
live? I won't play it, even if it's in PTR. I won't play it. I'll wait for it to come to live. But when do you reckon it's going live? 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay.
You reckon what?
That makes sense if it comes out just before Invictus, though. Not Invictus. IE. Because IE's coming up relatively soon.
3 weeks to live.
You know what we've got coming up before IE?
Day of the Vara.
No. We've got the ship showdown. It's not the Vara.
Oh, well, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is going to lead me on to a somewhat perfect segue. What ship do you want to see to get in to win the ship showdown? What's I know Bringers is going to be Origin. I know it's going to be 890 because you cry about it, but it's not going to be the 890. So actually pick a reasonable ship choice.
I haven't said anything.
But you're going to, and tell me that your ship choice wouldn't be the Origin 890 jump.
In his defense, he's going to say it because you've asked him. So he hadn't said anything up to that point. Come on, chat. Like, what ships do you want? What are your top 4 this year? Without putting words in mouths.
No, top 4. Pick your one.
Pick your one.
And then pick your one ship. and if it's in the top 4, then you get you get
kudos. You get channel points.
Yeah, you get respect from me. Spirit C1. Annoyingly, it is going to be up there.
It's got to be the winner.
I want it to.
It's got to be the winner.
No.
It's got to be the winner.
No.
It's going to be the winner.
There are so many ships that are more aesthetically pleasing than a C1.
I've been to the future. I've come back. It's the C1. Guarantee it.
No.
You think the Reclaimer?
Top 4? I suppose it's had its rework, so it could. I mean,
it has.
Yeah.
When?
Well, it's got its salvage stuff, doesn't it?
It was bug fixed.
Oh, okay.
Was a rework.
Yeah. It got its salvage stuff and all that. And now, obviously, RMC trading was a really big thing for a majority of this major patch. So a lot of people have been using the Reclaimer. I think there's going to be a lot of fan base over it.
And gold duping as well, and Ambassador Kobe's dropped the C2. That's been a popular ship because of the duping this patch.
Yeah.
You either love it or you hate it. You either love it because you're using it for duping, or you hate it because they're clogging up all the landing zones and tanking your FPS.
Yeah, what was it, Kobe? What was it? Yeah, duper. Did you get 30-day ban?
CAR. Because of the medical
CAR,
gameplay.
I can see.
It's contender.
Yeah. Oh, but then the Nurser, though. I mean, I think the nurses probably got a better shot at getting it. Well, I suppose actually it's Ship Showdown, isn't it?
Yeah, generally it's just ships. It'll be interesting to see if they throw it in the mix. If we're talking ground vehicles, I would quite like to see the mule, especially as it's going to be getting some added stuff coming up for cargo.
Yeah. Yeah, the mule would be pretty cool.
So I'm aware that Mr. Hyperion here is looking like he's about to fall asleep in his nice brand new cozy Oodie. Probably order himself some takeout. And fun fact, actually, I use mine to lower my electricity bills, heating bills in the winter. Just turn it off. Everyone's in bed. Cool. Don the Oodie, and ready to go. One of these things I hate taking off, but it's easy enough to throw it in the wash when you need. It's just waiting for it to dry. It's like, come on, I need that comfiness back in my life.
The old family quote where it's like, "Oh, can we put the electricity on? I'm cold," and then your dad was just like, "Put a jumper on."
Put your Oodie
the
on.
2024 version of it now, the 2024 version and 2025, because it's not specific to the year, is just put your Oodie on.
Yeah. And for those wanting to know how to get your Oodie, drop the exclamation mark Oodie in chat, and you'll find out how.
I'm going to do it because I'm interested.
Yeah, you get snuggled with the Quantum Dispatch cast and grab yourself a cozy Oodie with the code Quantum Dispatch now with 15% off at theoodie.co.uk. It's important to note this is not an affiliate link. It was when does the buses and events start and end? So it's 2 till 9. Let me pull that information up for you. It's starting to hot up with only a week to go now. Less than a week.
Oh, also, there's a lot of people that don't know about it.
There is.
Yes, in the relevant social media groups, and they mentioned it, and then everyone was like, "What? There's one in Stafford?"
Yes, there is, and it is here.
So there is
in Stafford, 2 till 9 at Hogarth's on the main street. It's gonna be incredible. Anything I need from you? Just your friendship, buddy. That's all. I told you, bro. Married. Sorry, bud.
And your game face, because whatever game we play, I'm going to slap you.
The game face. Absolutely. Looking forward to the LAN party. So,
good.
Again, 2 till 9 on the 3rd of August. So, this coming Saturday. Be there. Be merry. And there is a game to play when you're there. So, yeah.
Be square.
Be square. So,
and remember, make sure you bring your green banana.
What?
For no reason. I just want to see people turn up with green bananas.
Wait, the good banana, is it green because it's unripe, or is it green because someone's painted it? Is a green banana a...
I don't make the rules, sunshine.
Is it code?
I don't make the rules. As long as it's a banana and it's green.
I feel it's like Channing Tatum. Is that called for sex?
It depends how much you're paying, I suppose.
I mean...
No.
So yes, lots of good things coming up. So 3rd of August, Bar Citizen Stafford. I believe it's the last Bar Citizen before the Bar Citizen week preceding CitizenCon. And then there is another one in Corby around October time, which we went to last time, CJ. Gonna try and head down there again. Mm-hmm.
I've already got my ticket. So
you already got it?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Someone's a bit more prepared than I am.
No, yeah. And I mean, obviously, I know you want to advertise your Bar Citizen, but the Bar Citizen week, are we seeing any chat there? Because I'm there from Wednesday.
We'll cover that. There's still a little bit more information to come out, but then we'll explore that soon. Look, Hyperion's losing the will to stay awake. It's comfy, it's cozy. We caught him out.
He's got to try and stay in shot, hasn't he?
Exclamation Oodie.
Falling out of shot.
Exclamation Oodie in the chat. I mean, before we go, they sent us that Oodie. They're fantastic people. Like I said, I've got one. My kids have got one. My wife's got one. She was the first one I bought her. She was like, I don't want technology. I just want stuff that makes me cozy. So I was like, I'm going to buy you an Oodie. So this is what the website looks like. It's some of the awesome stuff you can get. yeah, loads of designs. They do t-shirts, they do big Oodies, like what Hyperion is wearing. Let's go original license, so you can get like Friends and Marvel. That's pretty cool. Look at that. They'd be kind enough to send us more in future. I might go for a Marvel one, but with this being a space-inspired Star Citizen podcast, I'll probably rock. Oh my gosh, Gengar, my favorite, the OG. He was my team lead in Pokemon Yellow. That evidently is sat behind me.
If anyone from Oodie inherently just comes back and watches this, there's a station on Star Citizen called Port Olisar. If you bring out a Port Olisar Oodie, I will 100% instantaneously buy one from you.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, okay, that's my plug.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I think 90% of the player base would buy a PO Oodie, and the other 10% weren't playing the games when PO was in. So yeah, 100%. Or a Drake one, either.
Drake one. What? Well, the seams are coming apart and.
No, it's just a bin bag with the holes cut out, like a ghost.
Fleecy
A ghost. When you said, do you know when you send your kids to school dressed as a ghost for their Halloween party, and it's like a bed sheet with holes cut out on the top. That's all the Drake one is. It's just a bag.
Oh, they haven't got it on. Yes, they do.
Funny.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. More information, please. Right. Okay. So you said that, and it reminded me. Oh, I'm not going to get this up big, am I? Okay, not quite. So this shirt exists, and this is the ports of Stanton.
Oh, Ports of Stanton one. Yeah.
Interesting, but I believe they're always sold out. So.
I mean, that's a good graphic that would go very easily on an Oodie.
I mean,
if they can get the
hashtag collaboration, right? Look.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I think we need to draw close to this.
Yeah.
It's the. I mean, what time is it over there, Hyperion? It's done.
Really, it's just a testament to how comfortable I am right now.
It is Nunite's time. It is officially Nunite's time. Oh man, I'm looking forward to it being colder so I can get mine. It's like wearing a warm hug. And also, it's important to note, if you are cold in bed, you can just lay in bed, duvet, and then you lay it on top of your duvet, and it's like it almost becomes a weighted blanket. So yeah, multiple uses for it. But I think that's enough from us. Anything else from you boys? Apart from some Z's.
It's great.
And there is some Oodies, oversized like shirt jumper ones in case it's a bit too warm and you still want one. So I mean, even though it's still summer in the UK and it will be really weird weather until probably October, there are plenty of other options.
Yeah, incredible. Right, well, thank you very much. It's time for someone's Nanites, and we will see you all again soon. There may be a bit of a break as we're looking to take a break before 3.24 releases, and then we want to get in and amongst the action before we come back to you all excited, all hyped for what will be Season 2. So thank you very much. 07s to everyone in chat, and we will see you at... Let me find the tab. Stafford Bar Citizen on the 3rd of August, 2 till 9 p.m. Thank you very much, and good night from all of us.